Shout out to the guy in charge of the train station at my hometown, who doesn't limit himself to announcing trains but also comments on interesting birds he sees on the platform, gives completely unofficial weather reports on what he thinks the day is going to be like, refers to very crowded trains as friendly trains, regularly congratulates everyone on having gotten up on time on Monday mornings. Basically seems to use a tan noise system to amuse himself and try and brighten up everyone's morning commute. Refers to himself as the fat controller. What magical land do you live where there's something other than a robot in charge of the train announcing? There's something very funny to me about the groups Tumblr decides to embrace. We chase off major celebrities and personalities and show open unmitigated hatred for the people running the place, but we welcome the literal Occupational Safety and Health Administration with open arms. And I know why this is the case, but it's still very funny. We truly cannot be marketed or advertised to because we will shun the corporation and burn the influencer at the stake, but we go freaking nuts for workplace safety memes. So I find out my friends and I are on our local news website. We were asked all these questions about how long the costumes took us, how we did it, etc. I paused the video right when we were asked how much money we spent on our cosplays, and does that give you your answer? Today I learned the story of the Jewish exodus from Egypt. The Torah uses the singular word Sephardi for frog, not the plural Sephardim. Some interpret this as meaning Egypt was plagued by a singular frog. It's a beautiful day on Egypt and you're a terrible frog. Me coming home to my gamer wife and children. Greatest of keks everyone. Score any sick headshots today? Oh thank you honey, I'd love a bowl of soda soup. Please don't get triggered if I don't like it this time. Zelda sweetie, you've hardly touched your Doritos. What's got you so butthurt? This post is cursed. I just did the bofa thing to my mum and she goes, "That's very rude." And I said, "I'm sorry, I meant it as a parody." And she said, "Of what?" Then I said, "A parody's nuts." And I heard my dad laugh from the other room. Posts that be like, if I were a monster that had to eat people, I would just eat horrible people, are so absurd to me. How often do you see known criminals on the street? Billionaires out for a nightly stroll around town? Effectively freaking never. If I have to drag myself to the grocery store, you think it's gonna be any easier for me to hunt Bezos and company every time my stomach growls? I can't bother to plan meals more than a day in advance. How am I gonna perform Hola's detective work to confirm someone's a serial killer before I eat them? You'll got that much time on your hands. Planning 5-course meals every night of the week. Don't make me laugh. Eat a pedestrian and tragically wrestle with guilt like the rest of us. Idiot. I really hate coming out but still want my extended family to know. So my mother took it upon herself to invent the game. Which one of my kids is gay? The rules are simple. Sit down with Uncle so and so. He says something about gay people in passing. My mom says, "There's a gay person at this table right now. Guess which of my kids it is?" He looks frantically between the three of us trying to figure out if she's joking or not, and trying desperately not to offend anyone, but also she won't continue with the conversation unless he makes a guess, so he has to make a guess. We all enjoy his discomfort immensely. So I'm opening a new hospital and I think I'm going to buy some of these window clings to decorate the glass in the children's ward with. So vibrant. Red is associated with vitality, so I think sick children will feel energized when they see this. My thoughts exactly. The bright red means energy, willpower, strength, and determination. So kids going in for life-saving surgeries will see these and be reassured that they are going to be okay. Luxury model and sports model. Today I learned Yankee Doodle was written by the British to mock Americans. Doodle is thought to come from the German Duddle, meaning fool or simpleton, and macaroni, a flamboyantly stylish type of dress, painting the Yankees as morons who thought placing a feather in one's cap made them a dandy. So you're telling me that stuck a feather in his hat and called it macaroni would be like saying wrote a G on his belt and called it Gucci? That's a pretty good analogy actually. US moron came to town. hunting for some coochie, wrote a G up on his belt, and this beach called it Gucci. New idea, heroes who won't kill villains, but 4 unique ideas. Yeah right, just love to snap her neck, but we are both a rare blood type so I need her alive for transfusions. I killed him last time but he woke up in the morgue and killed everyone working there. It's probably safer to just put him in jail. I left my gun on the bus. The Punisher gets mad when I steal his kills so I just wait for him to do it. I don't want to disappoint Batman. I can't relate to people who bitch about Reddit. Name one other website where you'll get subjected to such an assortment of guys. Currently reading a comment on a finance sub where someone is explaining that his financial strategy is to live on 3 serves of Aldi peanut butter toast a day and calls oven baked chips a luxury. You are literally on Tumblr. If you think Tumblr guys are in any way on the same level as Reddit guys, I can't help you. Tumblr guys are all fake cryptic edgy cannibalism jokes trying so hard to seem weird and eccentric, but Reddit guys all use their whole chest to say anyone claiming to like salmon is doing it for clout. Radically different ecosystems. Gardening has this reputation as a gentle and chill hobby, but you know what? Gardening is actually a constant and brutal conflict between the human need for control and the will of life to spread. A battle between life and death itself. Even in the garden I'm the overlord, supreme peerless queen of the dirt, arbiter above all, the ultimate and final judge over who gets to live and who must die. I drowned an entire anthill today for daring to exist in my realm, and the blood of hundreds has soiled my soul. My thumbs may be green, but my hands are black and deadly. This explains more about Samwise Gamgee than anything else I have ever read. Decriminalize Shrek's work, addiction. Criminalize golf. Here's to my beaches who use teaspoons for everything because big spoons give them bad vibes. I also use salad forks for everything because regular forks don't fit all the way into my mouth. If Mickey Mouse offered you a bag of weed for free, would you take it? I don't smoke weed and I hate Mick of Mouse. I would snitch on him to the cops. Hustle Rose class traitor moments. He's Mickey Mouse, he's a Bauilanoir. He comes into sizes. When someone assumes that when you are reading a book, that you are doing nothing, and therefore can be interrupted repeatedly. Once I catch a whiff of that DILF pussy, I become unstoppable. Rick Sanchez. I'm deleting my freaking account. Can't talk right now, I'm doing hot girl crap. Dissociates. Breaking Bad show. Walter White ruins everyone's life around him in the most evil ways possible for basically no reason other than personal gain, and dies a sad, miserable, lonely death and nobody mourns. Breaking Bad fan art. Jess, we have to take Saul to McDonald's. You have crit failed us for the last time. Theatrical. I dig it. Numbers aren't real. She is finally free. Golden State Killer. Serial killer finally brought to justice in 2020. The context is that the girl does speed paint videos while talking about relevant topics, however this thumbnail is unintentionally the highest peak of comedy. Holding on to my demon boyfriend's horns when we argue and he tries to walk away because we are not done here, mister. My feet are no longer touching the ground but I'm determined. I feel like your demon boyfriend would be able to pick you up and gesture with you like a ferret. My demon boyfriend picking me up when someone we are arguing with tries to walk away because we are not done here, mister. Wait, what do you mean you haven't seen Bowser hiding in his shell? Let's change that. I could fix him. Yeah. Well, I could accept him as he is. You don't like the murder. Grow up. The atrocities are part of him, and I've decided they're funny. To clarify, this is about every Ravnikan character, especially Ralantisa. Saw this Trusker make a very angry post like, you can't trade and collect gender identities like Pokemon cards. And I think that's a quitter mindset. Anyone want to trade genders with me? I'll trade your skirt with pockets. And 3 cosmic horrors but in a Shreksy way. If you give me 2 bloodstained Victorian goth and a 6'5" intimidating lesbian. The best video game soundtrack is The Sims 1 and I'm not taking criticism. Excuse me, it's a hair case. That's just the way the pussy crumbles. Please see a gynecologist. You think kindness doesn't exist, you freaking pathetic nihilist? How about you look into the big beautiful eyes of a cow? What do you think now, asshole? Why would you be proud of being a dragon slayer? Like nobody wants to know that. Keep that crap to yourself. What about dragon frickers? Respect. Time to make a post on Tumblr. Surely no one will interpret it to be as offensive and bad intentioned as possible. Anonymous asked you not wanting anyone to disagree with your posts is. By Talus, this can't be happening. I got the Grindr app mixed up with the Pizza Hut app. Either way, there's a 10-inch vegetarian on the way, and I'm not sure what to expect. Tyler, worms have 5 hearts but nobody to love. Y'all will watch American Horror Story Hotel but won't even work on building your own hotel. Finally, been waiting for someone to say something about this. Why would you build a hotel? The reason vampires go to heck and werewolves don't is that vampires just suck the juice out and waste the rest. If I saw somebody lick all the sauce off some pasta and leave the bare noodles intact, I'd condemn them to eternal damnation too. And here I thought it was because all dogs go to heaven. George Washington with your attitude. Gabriel can't at heck. Spilled coffee all over myself while I was just freaking standing there doing nothing. When will my suffering end? Hey idiots, watch this. Morphs into an ordinary fist-sized onion and never morphs back. When I was 12, my sister told me that Greek people went extinct and that's why we learn about Greek mythology in school. And I was like, but there's a Greek boy in my class, and she told me that he didn't exist. Male stand-up comedians. How women be shopping, they be eating salad. Female stand-up comedians. How hey look, I'm a girl and I have Shreks. Chris I, me, 6-foot handsome man in the crowd. Has anyone seen my foam cup? It fell out of my hand. Has anyone seen it? I want to recycle. Luigi doesn't question how Mario presents his gender, he just wants to go to the wedding. Whoa, bro, you're getting married, and you didn't tell me. RB for something really LGBT happened to you too. Covered in cuts and burns and bruises and scrapes from trying to find download links, full of malware and add-ons from trying to forage blackberries. Let me put this in terms you can freaking understand. Our toddler, Falco Mutuo Martinez, wave dashed straight into a stage hazard because you weren't freaking watching him. Remember when you were 16 and if you slept past 10 am, adults would act like you had murdered someone or were dying. Being in your 20s is like, every day I'm playing with forces I can barely understand. I love file names, I love JPEG, I love PNG, I love JPG, I love MP4, I love MP3, I love TXT, I love PDF, I love JAR, I love WAV, I love zip. First day as doctor, me, you haven't been getting enough sleep. Patient, how can you tell? Me, tapping x-ray, no spiders. I tried to come up with a carpentry pun that would work. I think I nailed it, but nobody saw it. Compilation of cops falling over wins Best Picture at the Academy Award. Everybody on my dashboard is so into spinning and weaving. Never mind. Mixed up bloggers and spiders again. Me, this Starbucks drink is nasty. Me, remembers I paid $6 for it. Me, I've never tasted such an exquisite creation. What's a boomerang called that doesn't come back? A stick. wonder where anime protagonist is. Anime protagonist? Who is this? He actually looks badass. A Japanese homeless person. This device could predict incoming calls. One day, someone will think about you for the last time in eternity. You will be forgotten by the world and the universe. Not if I eat the Mona Lisa. When you hear your mom pulling up and you ain't do any chores, so you start cleaning random crap. He touches my cheek. My subtle contour is on your hand now. That's Tom Ford foundation. And blush with Laguna by NARS and Becca bronzer. I finally got a job. Now I can stop complaining about not having a job and start complaining about having one. He's probably thinking about other women. If I get stoned and climb Mount Everest, then I'll be the highest person on earth. Mom jokes, dad jokes. Electricity.
Howdy folks, I hope that you all enjoyed episode 299 of Top Tumblr Memes. If you did, feel free to drop a like, comment, or subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. There's about 43% of my viewers that are watching every day, every month that are not subscribed. So if that's you, feel free to reconsider that status and become a new subscriber. We're almost to 13,300, so I would appreciate any and all help in getting to that number. Thank you all for your interactions with the channel. Again, all likes, all comments, all anythings with the channel really help push it into the YouTube algorithm and help the channel grow. And I've noticed significant growth when I've been asking for you all to interact, so I think that it is helping. Even though there's not like a huge jump in subscriber count or anything like that, or view count, I think that it is a slow and steady progression, so I appreciate any and all interactions with the videos. I hope that you all have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, night, whatever time of day it is for you, and I'll see you all with episode, oh my gosh, I can't even believe it, episode 300 of Top Tumblr Memes. Wow. Peace out, guys.